Studies in the Psychology of Sex, Volume 2. Sexual Inversion, Homosexuality, by Havelock Ellis. Read by Charles Armstrong for Ukemi Audiobooks. Preface to the third edition. It has been remarked by Professor Wilhelm Ostwald that the problem of homosexuality is a problem left over to us by the Middle Ages, which for 500 years dealt with inverts as it dealt with heretics and witches. To regard the matter thus is to emphasize its social and humanitarian interest rather than its biological and psychological significance. It is, no doubt, this human interest of the question of inversion, rather than its scientific importance, great as the latter is, which is mainly responsible for the remarkable activity with which the study of homosexuality has been carried on during recent years. The result has been that during the 14 years that have passed since the last edition of this study was issued, so vast an amount of work has been carried on in this field that the preparation of a new edition of the book has been a long and serious task. Nearly every page has been rewritten or enlarged, and the index of authors consulted has more than doubled in length. The original portions of the book have been still more changed. 16 new histories have been added, selected from others in my possession as being varied, typical, and full. These extensive additions to the volume have rendered necessary various omissions. Many of the shorter and less instructive histories contained in earlier editions have been omitted, as well as 3 appendices which no longer seem of sufficient interest to retain. In order to avoid undue increase in the size of this volume, already much larger than in the previous editions, a new study of Eonism, or sexo-aesthetic inversion, will be inserted in Volume 5, where it will perhaps be at least as much in place as here. Havelock Ellis. Preface to First Edition. It was not my intention to publish a study of an abnormal manifestation of the sexual instinct before discussing its normal manifestations. It has happened, however, that this part of my work is ready first, and since I thus gain a longer period to develop the central part of my subject, I do not regret the change of plan. I had not at first proposed to devote a whole volume to sexual inversion. It may even be that I was inclined to slur it over as an unpleasant subject, and one that it was not wise to enlarge on. But I found in time that several persons for whom I felt respect and admiration were the congenital subjects of this abnormality. At the same time, I realized that in England, more than in...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?